We're live, I think. Maybe.
We good?
We good, Cole?
It says we're live.
All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of Keeping It Straight. I'm Shannon Hires, along with my good buddy Cole Huggins, and tonight we got a special guest, Mr. Joe Hamm, all the way from Dover, Tennessee. How you doing tonight, Joe?
Are we doing good? Just got home from work. We doing good.
I hear you.
I got my kids here too, so
Good deal. Well, one of your kids is racing, right?
yes, Aubrey. I don't know where she's at. Aubrey, come here. Here's Aubrey. She just started racing, but we're working on her car. So
Factory stock?
Yes, it's a factory stock.
Good deal. You having fun with it, Aubrey?
Yep.
Good deal. You like working in the shop with your daddy?
Yes.
Good deal.
And when she don't race, she likes to go racing. She likes to come to Why Not to Street Stock Nationals too.
You gonna bring your factory stock to Why Not?
No, I'm not.
Probably not.
Not this year.
Maybe next
Well,
year.
Joe,
Huh?
yeah, maybe next year. That'd be awesome. Joe, tell us a little bit about your racing career, when you got started, how long you've been racing. Give us a little bit of info about Joe Hamm for those who don't know Joe Hamm.
Joe Hamm has been racing
20-something?
21 years now, going on 22 years. I started when I was in high school. I was 14 or 15. I don't know. I'll be 37 this year. So
Just a few years.
What is your biggest win, Joe?
let me stop.
Besides that scratch off lottery ticket from Meridian.
Hey, look, last year was the biggest win down there.
Tell everybody that little bit of story about you coming into Meridian and picking you up a scratch off. And what'd you do?
I went and bought my daughter a factory stock with the winnings.
That's awesome.
But didn't you have to leave Meridian and go to Jackson that next day to go get your winnings?
I did. I drove 100 miles out of the way to go get my 2,000. Come back to go race.
Yeah. For those that don't know much about the scratch offs in Mississippi, anything I think it's over $500, you have to go to one of the processing centers to get your money. And Joe's was a little bit more than $500.
They told me, so you can send it in the mail. Be my luck it got lost. So
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if I do that.
yeah. Hey, look, I'm ready to come back.
You gonna be calling Sunday?
I done called you today, but we're too early.
Yeah, Joe called me this morning and said, "Hey, can we go ahead and register?" I said, "No, we got to wait till Sunday." We ain't set up yet. We ain't got our parking map. Cole's supposed to be making us a parking map.
Yeah,
we
we're
don't know
supposed to work on it for 2 weeks now, and
yeah,
I guess I'll start on it tomorrow.
We'll start selling spots Sunday, and Joe's usually one of the first ones to call.
Hey, I'm ready. I bet we got a pretty good chance again this year of making that show. So I made it last year by the grin of my teeth. You know, the wildest thing there was.
That's a race. All you have to do is get in. I mean, ask Cody Chisholm. What did Cody Chisholm start last year? Like 37th,
33rd, I think.
Finished third. Yep. I mean, once you get a long race, a lot of luck. You know, just being in the right spot at the right time. But yeah, I definitely think you can do it.
Make sure you take a spare rear end.
Yeah. You spent half the weekend last weekend replacing your rear end, didn't you?
I borrowed one from TJ Herndon. And I didn't have no brakes for the feature, so I was out there cruising around.
What'd you end up finishing?
I don't know, 30 or something.
Yeah.
But hey, look, I am a low budget racer, and I went down there and made a show. That's a compliment for me.
Well, I think anybody that makes that show has accomplished a lot, because when you're talking about anywhere from 100 to 120 cars year after year, you know, that you got to start racing basically on Thursday to race your way in until the show on Saturday, you know. And
you better show up Wednesday to practice. If not, you in the ball field.
You starting behind everybody. That is correct. Yep. Yeah, we always enjoy you coming down to Why Not and being part of that show. And I'm sure we'll see you there again in August.
But you going back to my biggest win. Really, I don't know. I've won a bunch.
When you won the Quicksilver championship a couple years ago, or was it last year?
2 years ago, I
Was
think.
2
Wasn't
years
it?
Two ago?
ago, 22.
Did you have any big wins during that season, or was it just consistency that helped you pick up the
I
championship?
won one, but I stayed consistent all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you finished outside the top 3 very much
Yeah,
that year, if I can remember right.
that's the year War Shots come on board, and they really helped my program a lot.
Yeah, War Shocks a lot.
And TJ Herndon come to me that why not a couple years ago. He said, "Man, your car is horrible." I said, "Yeah, yes it is." When he told me that, I went to work on it.
Yeah.
Then I tried stuff, and I finally found something we like on it. I've been doing good since then.
Yep.
Of course, I lost 100-something pounds too, so it goes a little faster now.
That's right.
Got rid of some of that left side weight?
Yes. Yeah. I had way too much.
That's right. When you won the Quicksilver Championship, that was also when they was pulling close to 20 cars per race too. So I mean, it was a pretty good feat to win that championship that year.
It was, and the year before that, it was me, Tony Cruz, and David Gentry was real tight battle. Then I got COVID. Then that I just blew my chances out of the water that year. So
yeah. Well, this is going to be kind of for Cole, but what's it like to have a street stock series like the Tuckessee Street Stock Series in your area and have something like that to chase?
Yeah, I like it. I like going different tracks. When Quicksilver went to one track, it took the fun out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I know Clark's are so good, it just I'd rather go other places.
And really, looking at Cole's schedule and the races right there, all the tracks are within like 3 hours of each other, Cole?
Yeah, I think the biggest gap between 2 tracks is 3.5 hours maybe. So everything's pretty condensed and close together. So, it's nothing too far for anybody. So
I think Windy Hollow is further for me.
yeah, I think, for any Tennessee cars, it's definitely going to be the
furthest out.
furthest. Yeah, maybe Paducah for Trevor and Hunter.
Yeah, if they hit the back way, it ain't too bad.
Yeah. You know a whole lot more about that than I do.
I drive a semi too. I take all the roads.
Well, Cole ought to know all them roads up in that area. You haul sand, rock, and asphalt every day just about.
Yeah, but I'm usually only on 2 roads. Make the same trip back and forth 5 or 6 times.
I can't say much. I go to a lot of the same places too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think I was down, I don't want to say in your backyard, but I was down in now Dover's. That's down around Camden, isn't it?
It's where the step out is in Tennessee. Where Land Between the Lakes, LBL.
Yeah.
I'm 15 minutes from Land Between the
I
Lakes.
gotcha. I was down towards a little south of Murray today a few times.
Yeah, okay.
So got a little change of scenery than running down the interstate all day.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, one of the biggest wins is 411 the first year at Sweetheart Race.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that was earlier this year, right?
That was February 17, something around yonder.
You want some big?
Is there street stocks, Crusoe Street Stocks? Are they close to them, or
You
it's
can
an
run
open motor, I think, isn't it?
You can run American Racers, 360 motors. The back end's got to be closed in, and there ain't no bar angle rules on your rear end.
Oh, okay.
But it's got to be a stock frame. There can't be no
Johnson, no Bernheisel or anything like that. Okay.
That's the worst thing in street stock come down to right there.
Well, I kind of understand their the push behind it a little bit, because eventually we are going to run out of metric frames, and you're going to have a some type of
you got to have a
backup plan, right? And
that ace should make it kind of like a stock frame, but
not more like a tubular.
It's it is like a late model. I looked at one of them.
Yeah,
I was going to build one, but my daughter started racing, so I took my money.
Well, I think the metric frames are still having success out there. Really, honest and truly, I think, because all the bar angles are the same pretty much, you know. So I really don't know. The only advantage I could see from the Bernheisel is not having that right frame rail over there.
I think you get more travel on the right front.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, we've had some races where stock frames are still winning too, you know.
Yep.
Well, I know you're going to chase the Tuckessee Street Stock. Well, I assume you're chasing the points championship this year in the Tuckessee Street Stock deal.
If I can get up, I hurt my motor at Windy.
I guess. Well, what are your plans outside of that?
I'll go down the canyon, take my daughter down there,
and just work on the factory stock with her.
Yeah, well, I carry mine, and she gets to race, and I'm trying to get her comfortable going down there. Once she's comfortable there, I'll take her anywhere she wants to go.
How many races has she raced so far?
1.5.
1.5. You didn't make it through tonight, huh?
The first time she done good. The second time I worked on the front end, and all the shims fell out of the top control arm.
Oh boy!
And we didn't realize till I got home. So I drove in the feature race. She's got a good car. So a little bit more work. I got her a birthday present. Be here tomorrow for it. So.
I got you. Does she had a chance to race? Isn't Jason Duke's daughter also racing a factory stock at Camden? Has she had a chance to go against her yet?
They haven't raced together yet, but it probably won't be long. They will.
Yeah, I know Jason has been working on his program with her quite a bit too.
Jason's a real nice guy. I call him all the time, make him talk about different stuff to these race cars, you know.
Yeah, I like Jason. I like watching his videos, man. I lay in bed sometimes at night. Yours too.
Hey,
I put on the earplugs in and racing videos all night.
I just let everybody listen to him.
Well, tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel. What all do you have? What is your channel? Get some people out there.
Well, there it is right here. We're looking at it.
That's right.
There you go.
Hey, we're just trying to do something as a family, you know. It was a wild idea a couple years ago. Hey, let's try to start this YouTube deal and see where we can go with it.
Well, see, you're almost at 500 subscribers. I'm going to tell you something. I thought the subscriber thing was easy. That's not an easy thing. No.
And really, our daughter started racing has really helped that more than anything.
Yeah.
And bring the family involved in it. You know, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, about family, definitely. And watching some of your videos, it's 100% family with your channel.
You see a deal of work right there. Driving a semi truck, dumping in loaded chips out.
See if they're now.
That's the first time I done that. I said, "What are we doing? You know, this is the craziest thing I ever seen."
What was it?
Dumping them chips out. That's the craziest thing I've ever.
I think the first video I watched of you, it was probably one of your first YouTube videos y'all put out. You were like cleaning your shop or something. You did a big shop cleanup.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should see it now. If I had a Wi-Fi in the shop, I'd be out there, but it pick up good. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've tried that with a couple people, and it don't work very well. Trying to do. We've had a couple in the shop. We've had a couple that had to move from the shop to the house to get better reception. So
yeah. Listen, I got the shop. It's air conditioned now. It's heated. It's insulated. I ain't working in the heat and stuff.
I hear you. Well, Joe, you gonna make it down to Why Not one time this year or 2 times? You gonna come to the World Championship also?
We'll have to see what the funds look like when it comes that time.
Well, just buy you a couple scratch offs. You'll be fine.
I'm going to in August. Don't worry.
That's what I was about to say. You need to go back to that same store.
I'm gonna bring Aubrey again too.
But you bring the whole family down there, don't you?
No, because school starts up that time, and I might bring them all this year.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to get away during the working season, but I got a real good group of guys mowing, so we're pretty good shape now.
You got some people that you can leave at home and trust and still get the job done and schedule going and be able to take off and race.
Yes, sir.
So you do similar stuff to like what Trevor Woodard and Kenneth does?
Well, they're a little bit bigger than I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they've spanned it out pretty good. I mean, they're doing a little bit. I've seen concrete work they're doing now, and
I can do that. Well, we've actually done some concrete. We do landscaping, bush hogging, tractor work. We got
y'all clearing lots or anything like that for new houses?
No, I ain't. Working full time and doing this, it takes a lot of time up.
Yeah.
And trying to race too.
Yeah, don't forget racing.
Yeah.
We need Joe Hams around.
But
Cole, you got anything? You been quiet over there, buddy?
Yeah, I need.
Please tell me that wake apnea ain't getting you.
I knew. I was waiting for that shit. I knew that.
Joe, did you watch last week's episode?
I think I watched part of it. Yeah.
Did you see where Rodney was cutting up with Cole saying he had a wake apnea? Me and Rodney was, yeah. You awake over there, Cole?
Yeah, I'm awake.
It's not 8 o'clock yet. Yeah, 8 o'clock bedtime.
It's
Is it really?
7:15.
Unless it's Friday night, then we got to work on race cars.
Good God, I can't go to bed at 8 o'clock. I mean, I get up every morning 6:30, but
Well,
I don't
look,
usually
I
go
wish
to
I
bed
could
till
sleep
about
in
midnight.
too.
I get up a lot of mornings at 3 o'clock and go get on the road.
Hey, what?
3 o'clock in the morning, a lot of mornings.
Yeah, I don't get up that early.
God bless you.
Get up at 3, get on the road before, and get home about 7. Do it again next day.
Your job ever get monotonous?
Yeah. It has its days, I promise.
A lot of time to think,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's too much time to think. But that's one reason I've got faster racing. You go down the road, there's nobody with you. So you
Ain't no
think
telling
about
what you can think about all day.
you think about new stuff to try on this race car.
Yeah.
You know what me and Cole does? So me and him has a lot of windshield time too. We talk on the phone probably at least an hour a day, if not more.
Well, I do that to a lot of people,
You wouldn't believe the bull crap we talk about.
I'll call Logan at War, man, him talking about new stuff to try. I'll
Yeah,
call
Logan's a pretty good dude, man. I mean, they come to the Nationals every year, man. They're real good people down at War
Yeah.
Shocks.
They're real nut. And
They've supported the Mississippi Street Stock Series since pretty much day one.
my uncle walking in, he just brought my truck back home.
Okay, I got you. Who's that, your uncle?
Yeah, you want to say hi?
Yeah, let's say hi to Uncle. Uncle who?
There you go. Hey, my Uncle Gary.
Hey, Uncle Gary.
What's going on?
Welcome to Keeping It Straight.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're on Facebook Live right now on our show. We're interviewing Joe about his racing career, about his family, about his work. Who's the boss in the deal?
Who's what? Who's the boss?
The boss.
Who's the boss? Well, I'm the owner.
There you go. I guess that makes
Get
you the
that answers
boss.
that.
Well, nice meeting you, Uncle Gary.
Come by. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Oh, okay. No, the other guy's waiting on him out there to take him to his truck.
I hear you. Never know what you're gonna get on keeping it straight.
No. But
So what else you got going on? Where are you racing at this weekend? Anywhere?
I'm taking weekend off. I kind of slowed down a little bit racing
Boo.
because it takes so much time away from the family.
Yeah.
Kids are getting older. I try to spend a little more time with them too, and my wife. She gets a little
Well,
stuff now and
I
then.
think that's a good deal that you found a way to still be able to race, but still, have
have
time
that
for your
balance.
family. Because there's some people that, it's an every week thing. Either family's part of the racing or it's just, it gets, what's the word am I looking for? Shit, Cole, I'm trying to think of a word here.
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming. There you
Yeah.
go. Perfect
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Between the family, the racing, the job, everything else that you have to do.
Couple 2 or 3 years ago, it was their weekend, But now I like having a break. We go out dinner, spend time together, and have a good time.
It seems like a lot of racers are getting a lot of breaks this year with the rainouts we've been having.
Yeah, and I like this Tuckessee deal too. 'Cause it ain't every weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, every couple of weeks, seems like we got a race, a little bit of break here and there. So yeah, I think it's
When you gonna pick up a win on the Tuckessee Street Stock Series?
When I get a little faster.
That's always the key part, to be fast, right?
next week in the Paducah, isn't it?
I'm hoping my bullet's gonna be done. I called him today about my new bullet coming.
You going to open or 602?
I built the open motor last year and it's gonna see the rocket.
Uh-oh.
And I burned
Watch
a piston.
out.
I burned a piston in it, and it's getting put back together as we speak.
Hey, I think I remember that.
I run it at Camden.
Is that what it was?
Year.
Yeah, but wasn't you coming to another race, maybe one down here, and you wasn't able to make it because you messed your motor up or something like that?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want Paducah. I know I've had a lot of good success at Paducah over the years.
That's an open motor track, though, right? I mean, you need a.
That's one reason why I built the open motor last year, because you can't take a Bridge of Stratton to a big track.
That big Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower?
Yeah, them 602s ain't got enough horsepower.
Even with the 4-barrel, I mean, and the weight advantage, it doesn't mean anything there, huh?
The weight advantage ain't no good for me. I'm 3,000 pounds.
You can't get yours down to 2,800?
To get to having the numbers right now.
Yeah.
But you look at this, you're not drag racing. If you can't get around that turn, you ain't nothing. Sometimes weight don't matter in a dirt car. People say it does, but if you can't get the percentages right, you ain't going nowhere.
Is Paducah got like sweeping corners? I mean, do you have to have a lot of corner speed there, or is it more having the straightaway speed?
You gotta have a straightaway hump there.
Yeah.
And you gotta get them 3 and 4 is pretty fast too.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what track.
That kind of sounds like Windy Hollow. Wasn't you telling me, Cole, that Windy Hollow, the only place you reel it up is turn 1. The rest of the place, you're wide open all the way around it?
It's a little different type of.
Windy Hollow is my worst track ever.
Yeah. It's a different animal, that's for sure.
Wow. What makes it so hard versus the other track?
I went up there with my Camden set up on it, and I couldn't turn it nowhere.
Huh.
It's just, you come out of one, I guess qualifying, I was almost in the damn tires over there. Couldn't see when the sun was too bright.
Didn't they have a bunch of rain coming leading up to that race too? So the track stayed hooked up all night?
Yeah, well, it typically stays hooked up anyway. Just it doesn't. I don't know if there's not enough cars to, slow it down or what, but it always seems to stay fast all night long.
It did stay hammered down. I don't like hammered down tracks. I like them slick.
Yeah, I think they race a lot better. There's some tracks that
Slick tracks do run, especially in the street stock division.
Yeah.
100% a slicker track makes for better racing.
It separates who can drive and who can. Hell, anybody can go out there on a hammer down track and put it to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the lap times there at the end of the feature, and they weren't too far off of what y'all were doing qualifying.
Hey, I got faster in the features. I figured out how to do it.
That's right. Yeah.
Cole, which one of y'all's tracks up there gets the slickest?
TNR.
TNR.
That there is a crate motor track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Nebo pretty slick, West Kentucky.
I'm gonna say ours and Paducah can get slick depending on the weather, and the rain stays away for a little while. Then like I said, ours and Paducah can get slick.
Yeah, but I ain't never been to Paducah, but I know West Kentucky. You got a little bit of straightaway at West Kentucky too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got some tight turns up there. At turn 3 and 4, son, you got to hit her just right.
That's weird. Turn 3 and 4. If you look at the overhead of it.
Well, doesn't that hurt the crate motors? Because isn't a crate motor all about keeping momentum up?
That $5,000 to win they had up there, if you didn't run the wall, you wasn't going nowhere. I tried the bottom, I got freight train.
That's the other problem we have too, is especially early in the year and after it rains a bunch, we get much of that silt and shit thrown up to the top and get you a cushion there at the end of the night. During qualifying and the heat races, you kind of run all over. But once that cushion gets built up late in the night, it's hard to get off the top. We've been trying to find
Didn't y'all
ways.
widen the track out a little bit, Cole, to try to help some of that?
Yeah, and it helps quite a bit early on, but like I said, once you get all that fluff pushed to the top and cleaned off, it's hard to make a move on the bottom.
Come here.
I'm gonna put on here. Let me see if we can get any questions from the
Alright.
comment section.
You're not
Did you
saving-
put anything out there?
Yeah, I put something
Cole?
on there already.
Oh, okay.
I sure like them pretty decals y'all got rolling this screen here.
You like that? That's all of our sponsors. I think you're on there somewhere.
Yeah,
Well, I know you are.
it just come by there.
Yep. Cole did a good job putting the template together.
There we go.
There
You
it
know,
is.
the whole purpose of this show, I don't know how much you've kept up with it, but is to give the street stock, factory stock, some of the lower divisions a little bit more recognition, and also our sponsors. So Cole did a real good job of setting the template up on this thing. It looks really good.
I try to watch them when they come out every night. Well,
Are you a YouTube subscriber?
huh?
Did you subscribe on YouTube?
I think I did.
You're one of the 153.
I should be.
Yeah. Okay. Good
Why
deal.
not? I just
Well,
told
hey, look. Tell you, I was really wanting to get a haircut at the Street Stock Nationals, so I made a deal that if we got 1,715 subscribers by the Nationals, which is August 16th or August 17th through 19th, something like that, I would go. Yeah, there you go. I would get on the stage at the Street Stock Nationals, at the Shady Brady stage, and let somebody shave my head. But you know what, Joe? I ain't gonna have to worry about that because we ain't. I have realized it is tough to get subscribers on YouTube.
It's hard.
It really, I think what it is just everybody's so Facebook
Mm-hmm.
dominant, I guess, that when you post a link to a video for YouTube, all they do is watch it, and if you're not a member, if you don't have a YouTube account, you can't subscribe to it.
See, that's what Jason told me when I started this deal. He's helped me a bunch on mine. He said, you got to be on YouTube.
Yeah, we tried it. I mean, and we're still going to push the YouTube site. I mean, there's no doubt we want to get up there and the subscribers and use that as a platform also, to help you drivers and sponsors. But we found, like last week's video with Rodney, what we have, almost 5,000 views off of that?
I think so, yeah, on Facebook.
The best YouTube videos we got might have 900, and that's the one we have with Brandon McDowell.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because he's fast, man.
Yeah, but we had Hayden Moran on there. We've had Trey Bright and Logan Bright. We've had some good guests on, and really it's not about that. We just want to get y'all out here and give y'all some like I said, recognition and all that. But yeah, but YouTube's a different beast, man. It's definitely different than Facebook. I think we got 500 and something followers on Facebook, Cole?
Yeah, let me see here.
It was like 509 or 510, something like that. So our Facebook page is doing good. It's just YouTube is struggling.
521.
So we're going to concentrate more on Facebook. I believe a lot more people will, pay attention to Facebook than they do YouTube anyway. Our crowd, the crowd that we, the racers and all that. So.
Well, I look at Facebook about for races,
Yeah. Do you go out to YouTube and watch a lot of videos?
Every night.
Yeah, I do too.
I watch my own, and I watch World of Outlaws, Hunt the Front.
Yeah, Hunt the Front's real good.
There's-
You watch Chase Holland?
I watch Chase Holland.
Yeah, he's got a good channel too.
What's that one? I watch Jason, Dirt Race Line. I ain't watching nothing. On the burn, building the burn, on the burn.
I'm gonna tell you something. Jason is smart as hell.
Yeah.
You watch him build that race car. I mean, he throws some terms out there. I'm like, what? What'd you just say? But I mean, everything works out that he does. I hope that car he's building this time is really fast, and he really gets out of it what he wants out of it. And I'll tell you what, he came. What Jason come? Was it World Championship?
Yeah.
That he had got up to like 6th or 7th in the factory stock. He brought his factory stock down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he was moving. And really honest and truly, I think at one time he might have been the fastest factory stock on the track. But you watch his videos, man. He don't quit. He gets there. He might be dead. He might have that Joe Hamm qualifying syndrome, where you don't qualify worth the. I don't want to say the cuss word.
That's everywhere I go.
Yeah, exactly. We've talked about that this year. It always is a Joe Hamm will qualify, let's say 15th or 16th. He'll run 3rd or 4th. He'll make the field. And next thing you know it, in the feature, he's in the top 10. If you ever get to where you start in the top 10, I mean.
Hey, look, I qualified 4th at Thunder Hill, and I didn't go no further.
Really?
If I qualified towards the back, it's something about it. It drives me. It gets me going.
Well, I would think it's a lot more fun to pass cars. I mean, that's what you're there for, to outrun people, right?
But then again, that's where the slick track comes in. The longer the night goes, slicker it gets.
The better you get.
Better I get.
I hear you. Well, Cole, you got anything left for Joe? We told him we'd only hold him about 30 minutes. We know he's a businessman and bedtime's only about 20 minutes away. So I'm sure he's got to get a shower, eat.
I ain't worried about it. If you want to go long, we can go long.
You got anything, Cole? Come on.
I don't got no questions, really. I do want to, I think I tell you every time I see you at the track, we appreciate what you do for the racing. You've sponsored a lot of stuff for us over the years. So, for do the quick time this year, we really appreciate that.
Hey, I'm going to win the Joker once.
I thought you was going to get it.
I would love to see that.
I think it was Thunder Hill. You was quick time for a little bit there. I was like, hell, Joe's going to get his own money back.
I tried, but it didn't work out. What was that? Windy Hollow, I was 12th out of 14.
Yeah, you weren't very good there.
That's pretty good.
Hey, but the feature time, I had a top 5 car there.
Yeah.
Where'd you end up finishing?
12.
You got to the top 5, and then you ran hot.
I'm pretty sure the spring come out of the top radiator holes and it's sucking it together.
Oh boy!
And I think it got a head gasket too. But I'm gonna put some dike in it and we're gonna run it.
Good deal.
Now,
Joe,
my bullet should be here next week. We're gonna put it back in.
Who would you say, or who do you could do it one or two ways. One, who's your biggest rival that you race against, or who do you like race against the most?
My biggest rival.
Or who do you like racing against the most?
The people that race you clean.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate getting drove dirty,
I will say about the Tuckessee Street Stock racing. I'm not sure where I don't get to see weekly racing up there where you're at, but I will say down here where we're out around Wyandotte, Magnolia, everybody races each other pretty clean. I mean, there's a lot of respect and people take a lot of pride in their equipment down here. They know what it costs to fix. So yes. I think that's a lot of what's happening. People are being more cautious, more patient, and all that, and you don't see a lot of it.
I'm gonna tell you what really, really drove me to get faster was last year trying to beat Brandon McDowell.
He's fast, ain't he?
I'm getting better and better, but I still got some fine tuning to do.
That's funny you say that. So Brandon McDowell, you trying to get faster than Brandon McDowell? He's been chasing Clayton Miller for how many years?
Clayton can drive a damn trial.
Is it, I know Clayton dominates a lot of West Kentucky, and I have seen him, I think, win some big races in Tennessee. I'd like to see Clayton come down to the Nationals. I know he's only been, I think, once, maybe twice.
Yeah, he's been once or twice. I know.
Yeah, I'd like to see him, I think Wyandott's one of the tracks where it takes a few times to get used to it or whatever, and I think Clayton would be really good the next time he comes down.
Wyandott's one of my favorite places to go.
I like hearing that.
I wish it was about 200 miles closer.
Doesn't a lot of people. Yeah. Ronnie's got something special with Wyandotte Motorsports Park.
And you mentioned Clayton. Clayton has helped me on some stuff, told me some stuff to do, and it worked out well too.
Good deal. Well, I hope we'll get to see Clayton back down toward our way some. I know it's hard for him with his new job and everything.
Yeah, I think with the new job, taking, the preaching
being
job
a preacher at church, yeah, it's tough. But maybe one day we can see him back down here.
Oh,
I know. I enjoyed watching him race at Western Kentucky. The one time that I went up there when the Ultimate was there, and man, he can wheel it around that track.
But like I said, he can wheel a tricycle to a win.
Have you ever outrun Clayton?
If he broke.
If you broke. How about, have you ever outran Brandon?
When he broke. But I did finish fourth right behind him in that 5,000.
Yep.
He wasn't too far in front of me. I was pushing him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
good
hoping
race
to get
here.
top 3 at that one. Get you on that front stretch for an interview.
Hey, I told Todd Rowley, I said, I start 17th, but I'm going to top 5. He said, come on. And where did I finish? Fourth.
You was there.
It takes me a little bit to figure out what we need to do.
When we finish this show up, you might want to hang around a little bit later. We got a pretty big announcement to make about West Kentucky.
Oh, I think I already know.
Oh, geez, Cole's already. What have you been calling people? Tell him.
Shit,
I thought we was going to release that on the show.
I got tired
Did
of
you put it
waiting.
on Facebook already?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
it's all on Facebook.
Oh, man.
Shit, I
Hey.
put that on there about 9 hours ago.
Hell, he told me
Look.
last night when it called, said we had to postpone it to the day.
Well, yesterday was a rough day for me. So
Yes,
I look, back to work. I know we talked a lot about work, but yesterday my subcontractors have a bad problem of not cleaning up their mess.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a job site yesterday, and I was finding water bottles, Red Bull cans, Monster cans, pallets, 2x4s, just crap everywhere. So I got frustrated. I just started picking things up. Well, me, Mr. I got to do everything. I pick up a pallet, and it's a pallet that they deliver our bricks on, so the slats aren't very far apart. It's real narrow slats. You know what I'm talking about, the way the slats run?
Mm-hmm.
On a normal pallet, you got 4 or 5 inches, maybe not that much, but you got a little bit more room between the pallets. Well, on the brick pallet, there might be a half inch. Well, my smart tail goes to pick it up. When it does, my pinky gets caught between 2 of the slats as I'm throwing the pallet into the dumpster, and the pallet drags my pinky onto the lip of the dumpster and just smashes it. So I was in the emergency room yesterday getting that fixed. And then on the way home, right before we was going to start the show, my daughter-in-law and grandbaby got in a car accident. So I had to go check on them. So I was like, ugh. But yeah, Cole, I didn't even look at Facebook, so I didn't even know you even announced it.
Yeah, I put that on there. I got bored earlier and figured I'd get something going on there.
Yeah.
Hey, there.
So, Joe, I'm sure you'll be there. Well, that's a Tuckessee Street Stock Series race, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Another chance of 5,000. That'd be a big one, wouldn't it?
I'm going to cut my bullet in there, the other one.
This bullet's
I know-
bad.
I
Bad to
know-
the bone.
I know a crate motor just won, but I'm telling
What
you.
you put in there? 383?
434.
434? All aluminum?
Yeah.
Y'all had a series there in Kentucky where you could run something like that, didn't you? In a street stock,
yeah,
No,
KDRA
or did they have
series.
rules to it?
it had to be off steel.
Oh, it did. Okay.
I went
No.
up and tried to run them boys. There wasn't no chance.
Was it open cubic inch or was it 362 or?
It was open, but
Good God.
the rear ends were like modified. They had all the angles you can do. Nah, I didn't have a chance.
Huh.
Now Richmond was one of my worstest tracks ever. You ever been up there?
I've been once.
I did too.
I
Now,
definitely
okay.
have not. You've been once, you won't go back. Is that what you said? Rough or just
Look,
too
you pull in there and there's houses. I mean, surely all the way around it. And it's a bull ring now. It's a slick bull ring.
that sounds like the bull ring in Columbus, Mississippi. It's in the middle of a damn subdivision.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to go to that one.
I think Richmond's more in the middle of the trailer park.
Oh, you pull in there, you don't even think there's a racetrack there.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a little rough around there, if I remember correctly.
It is.
It's been about, I think, 2016, 17 when I went. So
That's about the time I I went up there, I think.
Yeah.
Well, hell, Western Kentucky's right in the middle of a damn cornfield. You can pick corn and watch races at the same
Yeah,
time.
no neighbors.
It's better than being a cornfield in the middle of the city.
I told Cole when I went to Western Kentucky, I was walking up to the tower, and the fence, and then right on the fence is literally corn growing right on the fence, right on the other side. I felt like I was in the damn movie Children of the Corn. I was waiting for Damien and Malachi to jump out of the damn cornfield and get me.
Hey, it's been like that for years. I guess, as far as I remember.
It's always been that way.
Yeah.
Good too, though. Don't got to worry about the neighbors cutting it down. You got Miss Delpha that lives in the front of up there by Rex. They own the track. Her husband and son built the facility, and then I think the couple that live across the road, they work out there and friends with Mom and Rex.
So the people that do live around there are actually part of the racetrack team. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, I would like to give a shout out to my wife. She's a big supporter of us doing this racing. She loves to go racing. I mean, without her, I probably wouldn't do it either. And my uncle, Gary.
Uncle Gary?
If it wasn't me for Uncle Gary, I promise you I would not race.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't
Didn't
think
mean to
I
put
ever
Uncle
see
Gary
it
on the
track.
spot there, but it was good seeing him.
And my Uncle Larry, he taught me so much about it. He don't help so much on the car now, but I can call him. He'll tell me a lot about it. What I need to do.
Well, Joe, who's some of the sponsors that you had? Go ahead and give your sponsors a shout out, and give your YouTube channel a shout out also. Maybe we can get a few more subscribers over your channel, even though we only have 153.
Hey, we got Ham Tracing on YouTube. Y'all go check it out, and also go check out Keeping It Straight here. Y'all subscribe to this channel. It's good stuff.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah. And my sponsors, we got Dennis Concrete Service. He's a real nice fella, big old company. We got Teeter's Market. They help us out a lot. We got Links Heating and Cooling. Every time we go to Street Stock Nationals, he pays for the hotel room. We got Drake Electrical, my neighbor over here. He just started business up. Well, he sponsored my daughter, but I put him on my car too. But you got Ham's Lawn Care. That's the biggest sponsor we have. Who else we got?
Who builds your motors? You do that yourself?
No, Clay Racing Engine built my built motor, and Days Racing in Goodlettsville did my crate engine.
Gotcha.
And Todd Rally Rat Chassis. I call him about every other day when I have time. Talk to him about racing. Who else have we got? Oh, we got Dale's Piggly Wiggly down here in the little grocery store. He helps me out a little bit. More shots, they help me out a whole lot.
Good deal. Well, I got one last question for you.
Yes, sir.
What would it mean for your daughter Aubrey to win a race? What would it mean to Joe Hamm?
That would mean a whole lot. Watching them grow up, I never thought none of them would want to race. We went to Gatlinburg a couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago. We were riding go-karts. Look, she stopped on the go-kart track. They had to come get her off the track.
She didn't want to stop, did she?
No, she got scared.
She got scared. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had to come get her. Yeah. And all of a sudden last year she said, Dad, I want to race. Then the wife wanted to put her in Pure Mini. I said, I don't know how to work on Pure Minis. So I asked Aubrey, went to Hallwall last year, for like 1,000 win or something like that. I said, what do you want to drive? She said, I want to drive something like you guys. What about a factory stock? I said, we'll build it for Camden, because everybody runs their kind of rules except Clarksville.
Right.
If she can go out there to win, I'd be tickled to death. I might retire.
even a heat race, just something, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just, you know, I think that would, I know if like my son or daughter or something like that did something like that, you know, anything really, but anytime they make some type of accomplishment, man, it's the world, man.
She has the determination to do it. She's got the drive to do it. And I'm gonna help her all I can. And she asked me, was it first this year, maybe at 411? She asked me, she said, Dad, are you gonna race long enough so we can race together in the same class?
Uh-oh.
Well, guess what? I have a stock frame sitting out back. Dad here is gonna build him a factory stock. Because I believe that class is coming on with the big shows, and it's more affordable.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, like your street stock class, I've got so many shocks out there for different tracks, it ain't fun. You take $200 a piece, that's a lot of money.
It is. It can build up quick.
But thankfully, War Shocks has helped me out a lot on these things, and you know,
Kept you going.
Yep.
Well, you know, Cole's got a factory stock class up there at Western Kentucky now too. And Cole, I don't know how close your rules are to Camden, but I think
close,
they got a big race coming up. I think it's July 25th.
July 20th. The 2,500 win with the Billy
with
Walker's Factory Stock Super Series.
Yeah, they're coming there. And from what I'm seeing on the car count, the few times y'all have races, the car count is actually growing every time you open the gates.
Yeah, it's gotten better. It started off a little slow, but yeah, it's definitely got better. Gotten a lot more feedback and cars, you know, people finishing cars up. So I think it's going to wind up being a pretty strong class, you know, here in the next year or two.
But then again, you're gonna have gray areas in the class, just like street stock.
Oh yeah. Y'all racers are something else, man. Y'all always digging to find a little bit extra, a little something different.
I don't think I'm finding enough. Hey, here's my wife, y'all.
I have something on
Hey,
me.
hey, Miss Ham.
Look
Hey,
here.
Miss Ham. What she got? What the hell was that?
It's her pet.
It's my rescue. Leave me alone.
Look,
What in the world?
A squirrel?
it's a squirrel.
You got 4 dogs and a squirrel, Joe.
Stop. You're
Oh.
scaring him.
And we got 15.
Joe.
Hey, Cole, that's the first we got a damn squirrel on the channel,
right.
on the show. 4 dogs and a squirrel.
Hang on, we got 2 cats too.
Okay.
Well, the squirrel here comes.
Did you cut a tree down or something like that and rescue like a baby squirrel or something?
No, I'm not. Well, I did that before. I cut a cedar down for a lady, and I heard something hit the ground.
Look at there.
And we saved 2 of them.
And I turned him loose.
And they're out here in the yard. We put a corn thing feeder up for them and stuff. But this one here, Rocky, I don't know if you see a little tan dog back here. He got him by the head.
Oh, boy.
But Aubrey brought him in the house, and he's getting big now.
Yeah,
Say
but
that.
he's not going to be able to be turned out. Not like the other ones, anyways.
Look,
He's staying for a while, huh?
look,
He's not scared of anything, so
Yeah.
he'll have to stay here.
Yep. Be safe for him.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, man, we appreciate it. You taking
Yes,
the
sir.
time out of your busy schedule and coming on and letting everybody out there in the Keeping It Straight world know who Joe Hamm is. And, man, we wish you the best of luck the rest of the season. And don't forget to call me Sunday.
What time? What time?
5 p.m. Central Time.
I was gonna say 5 a.m.
No, you better not. Matter of fact,
That's happened before, hasn't it?
oh, Cole,
Several
you
times.
don't know. Yes,
Hey,
because like the Eastern Zone, they're an hour ahead of us, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So I've literally had people call me like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, wanting to register, and I'm like, look, sir, I'm gonna write your number down. I'll call you back. I'm going back to bed.
If it's a Sunday morning, they're gonna call me that early. I ain't answering.
That's right. But again, man, we appreciate you coming on, and And good luck to you and Aubrey the rest of the race season. Hopefully you will get to see her get that first win this year. If not this year, soon.
I just gotta get it where it drives better for her. I kept asking her. I said, "Just hold your line." Well, I see why she couldn't hold her lines. I think her.
Yeah, you forgot to tighten the dang upper up, and shims came out of it.
Yeah, her new Ward shocks will be here tomorrow for her.
Nice.
And I ripped all the springs out of it, so it's just sitting there right now.
Good deal. And you'll be going racing again with that win? 2-3 weeks?
I know Camden races this weekend, but I'm taking weekend off. It's Memorial Day. I'm gonna spend time with family and friends.
Some barbecue and.
Then in the following weekend we got Paducah. Then the next weekend, whatever weekend that is,
Be June 8th. Yeah.
June 8th, yep.
Yeah.
But I thought about renting a track for her though. Way she can just go there by herself.
I know somebody that owns a track. He might be able to help you out a little bit on that.
What about it, Cole?
Give me a call. We'll work something out.
There you go.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, on a Sunday. That's my only day off. Is
Hey,
Sunday.
we can do it.
All right. Hey, it ain't gotta be perfect. Just let her drive.
We'll do it.
All right.
Just let me know when.
As soon as I get it back together and get it tuned in for her.
Sounds like a plan
Good.
to me.
You know,
we done set up a practice day for Joe Hamm and his daughter.
I'm used to weight jacks, and you can't have me on that mess. All right, y'all.
We appreciate you, Joe, and again, thanks for coming on, and good luck the rest of the season. And if I don't see you before August, we'll see you at the Street Stock Nationals.
I will be down there. I wanted to come to the Golden Egg, but it didn't work out too well.
Remy.
Oh, the Golden Egg was good, man. The track was really good on Saturday.
I've never been good there, but I've made the show.
Cole, let me tell you this story about Joe Hamm. Joe Hamm drove all the way down to Magnolia. This was probably 15 or 16. I think it was one of the first Golden Egg races.
Yep.
And something was wrong, but you had to put a 2-barrel on your crate motor and run it as an open motor. What happened, Joe?
I think you've told me this story before.
Hell, he did didn't you end up making the show and doing pretty good?
I made the show on a 2-barrel crate.
Yeah.
Well, I had it rebuilt. And it had about 500 horsepower on a 4-barrel. It may not have been legal. But I told him I wanted to go fast.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game is Go Fast Racing.
It is.
So I got busted. All right. Put a 2-barrel on it. She still ran just as good.
Hey, Cole, God bless his soul, he's passed, but we had a tape, man, Thomas McReynolds. You wasn't going to slip too much stuff by Thomas.
Not like me.
Hey, Thomas was a former racer, crew chief for Johnny. I mean, so he knew all the in and out. Yes, he did. You weren't going to get it by Thomas.
You want to tell a little story about Thomas there, I know. Me and him didn't see eye to eye. He called me in Magnolia, so we put the 2-barrel on it. Well, that motor blowed up. I bought another motor. And we changed valve springs on it. I put cheater valve springs on it.
Joe.
So look, we went to camp. We finished second, third, something like that. He pulled down that thing. He said, "You got too much pressure." So he pulled the valve spring off. He looked at it, marked it. He said, "You good to go?" And after that, he didn't like me.
Old Mr. Thomas.
So now I carry the days up here and these valve springs. I just carry them the whole motor. They do it. So I know it's 100%.
There you go. Good deal. All right, Joe.
I built the built motor to specs. It's 361.5 cubic inches.
361.5. See, Cole, that's the problem here. These guys want to get, and I understand they have to, but They want to get so close to that line that when they do get busted or popped, they're like, well, what, you know?
Not joking.
Yeah.
But I understand you have to have it for the speed. Yeah.
Hey, I built this motor where it's easy to drive. It's not a torque monster. Yes, man.
You can be easy on the pedal, or you're going to have to be hard on it.
You can come out on the floor and it won't spin, but it's got speed.
I got you. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Paducah ain't far down the road.
I hope we'll find out Paducah next week and I win that $1,500 and take $100 back fast time.
That's right.
Joe, you know how many scratch off tickets you can buy with $1,500?
None.
Retired from the scratch offs.
I could buy $1,000 worth in Tennessee and I might win $100.
Man, I tell you, my wife loves scratch offs, and usually when we go on vacations, me and her are old, so we can't, we just can't drive 7 or 8 hours without stopping for, So we get to these states that's got these scratch offs. We'll stop at one gas station, let's say mile marker 1, when we first get into the line,
Yep.
She'll buy her $20, $40 worth. So from that exit, as long as it takes her to scratch those tickets, is how many miles I get to go before I have to go off the interstate, cash those tickets in, and buy more. We did. Where was we coming from? Virginia Beach one year. My son was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. Was coming back, and what a trip would normally take about 13, 14 hours. It took us 18.
Oh Lord.
Because we was playing damn scratch offs the whole way.
Yeah, that's
Hey, but she ended up being up like $400 or $500. She was killing it, and I was about getting arrested because I was trying to watch her scratch and drive at the same time, which I shouldn't say that, but I did, and we had a good old time.
You ever watch these YouTube videos, people scratching tickets?
Oh yeah. Some of that shit though, I think is fake. Excuse my language. I know the family's around.
I am going to go buy a whole roll one time, and it's
A whole book.
Huh?
You need to do that when you come to the Nationals.
I will. I'll tell you what. I'll come find y'all and we'll scratch them together.
Hey, I'll go half in on the book on you.
What was it, $300 for a row?
Yeah, we'll buy a book together and you can scratch them. Hell, I'll just sit there and watch you.
No, that's too damn mean to scratch.
All right, hey, look, we'll go live on Facebook and do it for everybody to watch. Just what racers do at Wynot while we're waiting to race.
Yeah,
do scratch.
we will do that. We will do that.
We'll let Cole record.
Yeah, I'll be there.
We will fire this channel up right there and we'll do it on.
Yeah, scratch offs on keeping it straight.
We win big. You may not want people to see it.
We ain't worried about them.
Man, nah. Well, first off, Cole, you're not going to win big in the state of Mississippi. I know that Joe won big, but as much as my wife loves scratch offs, she don't even play Mississippi. Really the only state she plays in now is Florida, because Florida has probably the best scratch offs.
I've been down there and didn't win nothing.
Shoot. We bought I want to say it was a $10 ticket or something like that. Man, I know we're way off subject. We ain't even close to racing right now. But anyway, she bought a $10 ticket, and it's one of those ones where if you scratch a certain symbol, you win all the prizes. Well, we hit that symbol, and every one of the scratches were like $50 to $100. It ended up being like $1,500.
Man.
And we've hit a lot of 500s. I mean, Florida's good.
That sounds like my dad. He's the luckiest guy I know.
Wait a minute, Joe. I know somebody else is pretty lucky. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to announce what you won, but what you hit on that scratch off does not happen in Mississippi often.
I'll tell you what, I won $2,000 off a $10 ticket.
Yeah. Yep. That doesn't happen often.
Then I had to pay federal at the end of the year because they wouldn't take it out. They took Mississippi tax out.
Yeah, they won't take federal unless it's to a certain amount.
Anyway, y'all, I get ready for bed and shower. And,
yeah, we done made your bedtime, Joe. It's almost 8 o'clock. We still got another half-hour show to talk about.
Hey, we got to talk about everything else but racing.
That's right. Scratch offs. But anyway, Joe, call me Sunday. We'll get you taken care of, and good luck the rest of the season. Get you a win, man. Take one of those Tuckessee Street Stock Series checkboards home.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. We know we've gotten close.
Just keep your head up and keep driving. That's all you can do.
The competition's so stiff. You know, if you stay in top 5, that's a win for me. You know.
Yeah. Hell, I think if you win the points on this deal, it's going to be a good task because y'all got some pretty good competitors in there.
Trevor ain't no slouch, and
No.
Hunter definitely ain't no slouch either.
Hunter's really impressed me this year.
He's impressed me.
Yeah. All of you on the top 8 run pretty good here. You know, Megan's run good. Brian, Bobby.
I think Megan when it started off with that 24th place finish at what was it, TNR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she would be up there fighting it out with y'all right now. And look, y'all still got to go back to Windy Hollow one time, and Megan's pretty good there. She's won some races there.
We was all up there talking. Me, Hunter, and Megan was all up there talking. I told her I suck here. She said, these tracks here, I'm real good at. I said, well, I'm not.
She does well there. I think she's won a couple weekly shows, hasn't she, Cole?
No, that one guy won every one of them up there, except for this last one.
No. I'm talking about last year, the year before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she won.
Hell, didn't she win the Sunday coming home from the Nationals? Didn't she stop back through there on the way home?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and won. Yeah, I think so.
Hey, that's too much.
We got to get her on the show too. I want to get Megan on here and give her a little bit of recognition there.
There you go.
Got to get her on them next week or two, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Joe, go get your bath, man.
Yeah. Good Memorial Day weekend. I'll be calling you Sunday at 4:50. 4:50.
PM, not AM.
And it ain't gonna be AM. I promise.
All right, Joe. Thanks again, buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Oh, Joe Hamm. That was a good interview.
Yes, it was.
I know we got off topic a little bit, but heck,
just a little bit.
That's what it's all about, you know. Being Joe Hamm. Well, Cole, that was about an hour interview. Yeah. We still got a few things to talk. We'll probably have to cut some things off the list and talk about it next time.
Yep.
But our good buddy, Mr. Billy Walker, his factory Super Stock Series has a race coming up this weekend at Buckshot Speedway. Is it Speedway?
That sounds right.
Anyway, in Clanton, Alabama, round 2 of the factory Super Stock Series. I know Billy's excited about it. I've been seeing a few things on Facebook about it, but if you can, go out there and support them. Those who were at Why Not, go over and give Buckshot Speedway a shot, and let's have a good turnout for Billy. There you go. 2,000 to win. Yes. Hey, Cole, what's that say below the 2,000 to win?
Bring a
copy of your track rules. Let's talk about that a little bit because we've ran into some issues on that, and I think Billy's already put something out about that. Mm-hmm. That is very important. One, if you're wanting to claim a track, you should have those rules with you for the tech guy.
Yeah.
Don't come to the racetrack expecting the track to print a copy of rules off for you. Most of the tracks that you're going to go to doesn't have that capability.
Yeah, maybe we need to add a line under that. So if you don't bring your rules, then
I think Billy's got a deal where I'm not sure what it falls to, but if you don't bring your track rules, maybe it falls to the track that you're racing at.
That's exactly
so
what I
if
was
Buckshot has a factory stock division or pure stock division, whatever, if you forget to bring your rules, that's the rules you're gonna run under.
Yep.
And I know he put a thing out there saying, please bring your track rules with you. Most drivers are going to do that, especially the ones that are traveling in. Mm-hmm. But those who haven't raced with Billy before, he's got a great format. We ran a race at Why Not Motorsports Park a few weeks ago, and everything was good. No qualifying, straight up heat format. How you finish your heats, how you start the feature. And, good racing. I don't expect anything different at Buckshot.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you said he had a different starting procedure too? Would they start entering three and four? Was the
Yes.
start zone?
So, and the pole sitter. So basically, the pole sitter starts the race, and once he enters 3, he can fire at that point. Now, he doesn't have to fire. He can wait all the way till he gets coming out of 4 to fire. But if he wants to fire going into 3, he can. And Billy also has a rule that if you jump to start, like I know with our series, if you jump to start, we move you back 1 row. Not Billy. If you jump to start, you're going to the rear. To the rear.
That'll send a message.
We didn't have no jumps.
Yeah.
Nobody jumped to start. So I hope he has a good turnout. Like I said, I think me and you both talked about this several times. We hope that series turns out to be, very successful and something that we see back, the next years, the years coming down the road. Yeah, for many years. Yeah.
Yeah, we need something like that for that class. Like what Joe was talking about. There's a lot of money in that class, and it's an affordable class right now. So, it's good to have it.
You are seeing with the factory stock series, you are starting to see a lot of you got the factory stock nationals coming up June 30th and 1st at Pine Ridge.
Mhm.
I think the following weekend at another track, there's another 5,000 to win. So yeah, the money is getting there, and I hate hearing what Joe said. That the street stocks are getting a little bit expensive, and that he has to step down to the factory. That he might eventually step down to factory stock. Well, I understand it. I mean, it is getting expensive. Everything's expensive now.
Yeah.
And as long as we can keep those racers, whether they are street stock racers, factory stock racers, or whatever, I don't care. As long as we keep them at the tracks,
as long as they keep racing.
That's right. Keep racing, because really we can't afford to lose a lot of people in racing, because there's not a lot of new people coming up into racing.
No, there's not. I'm glad to see his daughter getting into it. Jason Dukes' daughter.
Yeah, that's
younger generation getting into it.
Yeah, because we've talked before, Cole. What will dirt track racing be like in 10 years? I worry a little bit. I mean, because you don't see what happens when the people that really have a true passion for racing, like a lot of people do, like my age and your age, but the people in that, that age range from 15 to 25, there's not a lot of new people coming into racing. Unless their daddies are family members are racing, you don't see new people coming to the track hardly anymore.
No.
I mean, do you agree with that, Cole?
No, you're right. It is kind of scary to think about in a way, because you don't know, just because of the fear and the unknown, what will things look like in 10 years. I don't think anybody has an answer to that, but I still think one way or
Cole,
another.
Do you think that, like back in the day, all right, if I didn't go to the racetrack, I had to wait a week or 2 until I got my subscription of Behind the Wheel to come in to find out who won races at what track, right?
Right.
We had a little newspaper called Behind the Wheel. I think it was Behind the Wheel. Yeah, I think that was the name of it. But you would, subscribe to it. They would send you a paper every week, and you could go down and look at all the results. But do you think now, because you get results so easy with My Race Pass, stuff posted on my Facebook, that we have lost a little bit of that? You just don't have people coming to the tracks because it's so easy to get the results. And I mean, streaming's another thing.
Yeah, but there's still nothing. You can't beat being at the track. Even if you got the best streaming platform available, it's not the same as.
Well, me and you think that way, but I mean, how about these other, is it that way for everybody,
I think I feel like a lot of people look at it that way. Maybe it's not as many as I think, but I've got me and a few buddies every now and then we'll talk about ordering a race or whatever. When we can't make it to the track, but by heat races, we're about all passed out on the couch and ready to go in, just because it's not as exciting as being at the track.
Oh, I agree 100% with that. They ain't nothing like, being at the track, seeing races live.
Yeah. I do think racing will look way different in 10 years, but I think one way or another we'll figure out how to keep adapting and changing and making it work for us one way or another.
Yeah.
So
I think you'll have some I think you have some tracks out there, you know, in certain regions of the country that can still get away with racing every week, every other week. But I do see a time when it comes to, you know, when you're going to see some tracks, they're going to schedule 5, 6, 7 events a year, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, me and Rex haven't really talked about it yet, but that's what I'm going to be pushing for Western Kentucky next year, somewhere around 6 to 8 events. He's got a new car. I think he's wanting to race a little bit more. You know, I got the Tuckessee Series, and then helping out at Paducah and Windy Hollow, and wanting to get down and help you at Pike, you know, whenever I can or if I can. So it's just a lot to schedule around for just our personal lives, but from a profitability standpoint too, it just doesn't make sense to run 10 or 12 events a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's just figuring out what the handful of shows are the most profitable. I know people hate saying that, and racetracks are seems like the only business in the country that's not allowed to make money, or it's bad if we talk about it, but you know, it is a business at the end of the day. So
You still got bills to pay that a lot of people don't know. You know, you got, you know, there is a passion that says, yeah, we'll keep the gates open and all that if we're just breaking even. But I know down here, and I'm not saying necessarily Why Not Motorsports Park, but I have talked to other people. The weekly shows are they're not getting supported. They're not very profitable. So it's almost like you have to have something a little bit extra to make it worthwhile. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because even as a promoter, it's, you know, probably shouldn't say this and probably catch shit over it, but if it's just a regular show with nothing added, it's hard to get excited to get out there and work the track and promote it and be there, you know, if it's, you know, but if you got a little extra something in any class, you know, it does get that excitement up and make it where it's a little easier to go to the track and spend the countless hours in the heat or whatever and away from home. So
Yeah.
you're definitely right about that.
And it don't have to be much. Like we've done bus races before in the past, and it's just a little something that you know, and you can call those weekly shows. I mean, but just a little something extra for the fans, you know, it goes a long ways. I think nowadays. I think you basically have to have it nowadays.
Yeah.
So, well, Cole, I know you announced it on Facebook, but go ahead and announce it on Keeping It Straight. What you going to do for this? What is it? The Jerry Gilkey Memorial?
Yeah.
What you got coming up? What's the date of it first?
June 29th.
June 29th. I like that date.
Yeah. And I got to thank you. I thanked you on my post that you haven't read yet, apparently. You know,
I haven't been on Facebook today. I've been busy.
But, you know, it is the same weekend that you have Pike County for the 7,000 to win with the Tuckessee Street Stock Series. So before I even really pushed it too hard to Mom and Rex, you know, I called you and told you what I was thinking and what our goal was, and made sure it wasn't going to step on your toes. Because at the end of the day,
not at all.
If it was going to hurt your show, we would have kept it to 2,500 and been fine with it. You know, there wouldn't have been a problem at all. You know, but you know, we both agreed that, you know, hell, the tracks are 8 hours apart, so you know, I think Hayden Moran may be the only car that we would have had to split. So, yes, and he's going to be at Pike County anyway. So
yeah, I would think he would. I mean, he won it last year, so
yeah.
I would think that he would try to come back this year.
Yeah.
And there might be a few others, you know, like TJ raced with us last year. TJ might come over to West Kentucky. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you never know.
But
you know, there's just there might be 3 or 4, but it's not worth. I know how well and how much it means to you to do something like that,
Right.
you know, especially for your drivers up there. You know, that would be awfully, I don't want to say greedy, but it, I just wouldn't feel right to say, no, Cole, you can't do that, you know?
If you were at Magnolia or why not, you know, somewhere in northern Mississippi,
But
maybe.
still, even those 2 tracks, I don't think it would affect.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have done it if it was at those 2 tracks. Because I know a
Yeah,
lot
Pike
of
County is about another 2.5 hours from Wynot. So
Yeah.
you are pushing, you know, now for the drivers like up in your region, that's 8 to 10 hours. I did see where I think Jason invited Abby Miller to come down to her and Matt and to come down to Pike County, but
Yeah.
I doubt that happens. I think Matt's kind of stepped back maybe a little bit from street stock racing for the time being.
Yeah, I think so, but I also heard he was starting to get the itch back for it a little bit. So
Good.
I don't know.
I'd
for
love to see him
sure.
back in it.
I haven't seen or heard that personally myself, but that is something that I did hear the other day. So
Good, good.
Definitely, hopefully he'll be back.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, but yeah, for the Jerry Gilkey Memorial in June 29th. Yeah, we're gonna pay $5,000 to win, $250 to start for the Ware Trucking and Providence Paving Tuckessee Street Stock Series. Bridget Willis, I should have made notes of this, but she's Jerry's niece, I believe, and she's been busting her ass getting sponsors for the show and whatever. And I talked to Rex yesterday, told him, you know, I think it'd be a good move for us. And, you know, me and you've talked that I at least don't feel like the 2,000 to 3,000 range payouts really bring that many more cars or fans. But to get to that 5,000, it's going to draw way more fans for us, I believe. So,
well, let's take your area. We'll use your area to kind of give an example of what it means to go from 5 or from 2 to 3 to 5.
Yep.
All right. So you've had 1, 2, 3 races that's paid at least 2,000 to win, right?
Yeah.
All right. You've averaged about 20 cars, 22. I know Windy Hollow, you only had, you know, what, 14 or 15?
Yeah.
But that's a track that not many people are familiar with.
Yeah.
The weather was a big drive in that, I think, also.
Right.
So at the Battle of the Bluegrass, you had 34.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it just doesn't necessarily go off car count either.
No.
You've also seen it at your track personally, that the difference between 2,000 announcement of, hey, we got a 2,000 win street stock race or a 5,000 win, it has really helped out in your fan count.
Absolutely.
So in other words, the people in the area, when they hear 5,000 win, they get a lot more excited because they know that you got the possibility of more folks coming out. And Johnny Stokes calling me. I'll call him back here in a minute.
Speaking of Stoke, we need to get him on the show at some point.
That'll be a good guess too. That man's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, we can just do an episode just him by himself without talking.
But anyway, you know, it helps your track as far as, you know, grandstand side also.
Yeah, go from from a 2,000 or 2,500 to 5,000. You know, the past couple years has been the difference of 250 in the stands from, you know, from 2 to 5, and then another 100, 150 in the pits.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, good deal, man. And
you want to come get on here?
Is that Eli?
I got Eli here.
Hey, buddy. Hey, you still subscribe to our channel? Hey.
Hello.
Are you still subscribed to our channel? Keeping it straight?
Yeah, and
so we're in good standings right now. You're not mad at your dad, right?
I never been. He probably was wrong.
Yeah, we lost a subscriber one time. He's like, I think Eli might have got mad at me and unsubscribed. You got your homework done?
I don't have any.
Is this your last week of school?
No, I've been out. I've been out since Friday.
Oh, our kids, we still got another 2 weeks to go, I think, here.
Oh.
You're lucky. What have you been doing? Fishing?
Yeah.
Chasing girls?
No. I was at
Hey.
Jordan of the Dodge.
You did what now?
Time. I was at Jordan of the Dodge most of the time.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You been playing your video games tonight?
I don't know. Yeah.
What's the hot game right now?
I don't know.
Fortnite?
No, I don't know how to play it anymore.
What's another one?
Mostly Roblox, probably.
Oh, robots?
Blocks and Roblox.
Oh, okay. No Mario Kart?
I don't have played it.
Mario Kart's a game back in my day. Throw that banana peel, them suckers spin out quick. Get a little nitro.
What?
You ain't never played Mario Kart?
I have, but
You don't have the button where you get the nitro and you hit the nitro button, your cart goes real fast?
I don't know that nitro button.
You know the banana peel though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, make them spin out. Yep. Well, it's good seeing you, Eli.
Okay.
You gonna hang out here for a little bit?
Well, Cole, we've talked about Western Kentucky. We've talked about the Factory Stock Series coming up at Buckshot. We're at what, an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I think one last thing that we probably need to talk about is this weekend, Sunday, 5 o'clock Central Time, we will open up the pre-registration for the Street Stock Nationals for both the Street Stock and the Factory Stock. You can also at that time get your reserve pit parking spot, and we will be selling camping spots. We got some spots that have full hookups, and we got some spots that are just electric. So we'll start that on Sunday. The Street Stock entry, if you pre-enter, is 100. The Factory Stock is 75. Parking spots for the pits, the reserve pit parking, is 40. And camping spots from Wednesday through Saturday is $200 for the ones with the hookups. Now we do allow camping without hookups, and that is free. So you don't have to pay to $200 to camp there if you're not going to get a spot that has the hookup. But yeah, we'll start that Sunday, 5 o'clock Central Time. We take debit cards for payment, so just call with your debit card and we'll get you taken care of.
5 o'clock p.m.
Did I say it? Yeah, p.m.
You said
yes.
Central. We need to make sure.
Yeah, p.m. Yep, for sure. But yeah, Street Stock Nationals right around the corner.
About right at 3 months away.
Yep.
Right
at 3 months.
3 months. Or just under.
That's right. Well, Cole, you got anything else? You want to go ahead and call it a show? We've been on for an hour and 23 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, we went a little longer than we
normally do.
Planned for, but hey, it was a good time, good interview.
Hey,
with
Joe kept us going, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah, I don't have anything else.
Good luck to our guys or anybody that's going down to East Bay to run that 9,000 win this weekend, and good luck to the guys that are going to Cherokee to run the Street Stock Shootout up there. Really good luck to anybody that races this weekend.
Yeah, we were going to do a pick'em contest for Cherokee or East Bay, but without knowing who's going where or having a decent idea, it's kind of hard to do.
It's kind of tough unless we just pick a driver, and if whichever one they race out, we take the results. But I just think we skip this year. Nah, I want to go head to head.
That's right.
Yep. Right now we're 1-1. I've won one. I lost one in the tech shed.
Yeah. Hey.
A win's a win, right, Cole?
That's right. Got me out of having to buy 2 steak dinners, so I'll take it any way I can.
Hell with the steak dinners. I want the 2 T-shirts.
Yeah. I want the steak dinner.
Yeah, I know. All right, buddy. I will let you get, and next week we'll announce. We'll have some guests lined up for next week. Maybe we'll get the winner of the factory Super Stock Series race at Buckshot, or maybe we'll try to get the winner at East Bay or Cherokee. One of those guys.
Yep.
We still got to get Rod Tucker on here.
Yeah, we should have got him on tonight, but I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll figure that out.
All right, guys. Hey, also this weekend, speaking of Mr. Johnny Stokes, this weekend is the 602 World Championships at Magnolia. I think they got practice on Friday night. They heat race and qualify Saturday, and then the feature on Sunday. So I know he also have plenty of sport classes. So street stocks, factory stocks, there'll be a chance to race Friday and Saturday, or not Friday and Saturday, Saturday and Sunday at Magnolia again this weekend. So go out and support Mr. Johnny.
Yep. Also, well, speaking of why not in Magnolia, Mr. Don.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Mr. Don.
Yeah, almost can't get by
Good.
with that.
Yes, 100. I've been texting his family members every day. He finally, Mr. Don got sick. Had to go to the emergency room over the weekend. It wasn't looking really good. Put all the prayer warriors out there, and things started getting a little bit better yesterday. Yes, it seemed to be working, and he was on a ventilator. They actually took him off the ventilator today. So, very good news on Mr. Don. He's a tech man at Why Not. He does teching at Magnolia. He's tech for me at Pike County, and he's tech for Mississippi Street Stock Series. So he is a very, very important asset to racing. He loves it. We love Mr. Don, and we are 100% glad that he is getting better. So I'm glad you brought that back up, Cole.
Yeah, I'm glad. Almost forgot about it. I was thinking about it earlier whenever you and Joe was talking about tech man at Magnolia.
Mr. Thomas. Yeah.
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 But yeah, glad to hear he's doing better, and hopefully he keeps improving and get to go home here soon.
We'll find someone the next few weeks to get at the track to take care of it. We just want him to get healthy.
Joe Hamm commented, said that was fun, y'all.
Thank you, Joe, again, man. We really appreciate it. And again, we do have a YouTube channel, Keeping It Straight, out on YouTube. If you can, go out and subscribe. This video will also be put out on YouTube. And if you haven't followed our Facebook page yet, give us a follow on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know if this one will actually make it to YouTube because I forgot to record this one. So we streamed to Facebook, so I have to figure out how to get it from
It'd be
here
all
to
right.
there. But,
It's just Facebook. It's fine. We'll figure some way to get it out there.
Yeah.
I think you could take the video though. There's got to be some way that you
Yeah.
can upload it on YouTube.
Yeah, I usually try to record it even when we stream it, but kind of forgot tonight. And
It'd be all right.
I'll figure something out.
Yep. But shout out to everybody out there. We'll see y'all next week, episode 12. We off, Cole?